All right, so here's an example of how I use TDD combined with Cypress and with AI development with Cursor for building out a web application. So I have this app I'm working on. I built out the whole thing from scratch using TDD, along with Cursor and with Cypress so far. So I have the tests all here. So let me just show you. I'm gonna go back here. So I have a whole bunch of test suites, and this is just one of them that I'm currently working on. So one of the changes I want to add is basically when I have this completed, when I have an item in this completed list, I want it to show with a little check mark. So I'm just going to come here, and I have some cursor rules set up that basically just say like, hey, I want to do TDD, and I want to use these red, green, and refactor steps. And these prompts inside this cursor rules file seem to be really working well for me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open a new chat, and I'm just going to tell it TD after completing an item and opening the completed list, it should show the item as checked. So I'm just describing in English what I want. And right now, so you see these aren't checked. So I'm gonna give it this prompt. And the advantage, so with TDD basically, all of your tests are really small. So I'm only testing like one really microscopic thing about my app at any given time. Okay, so yeah, it generated this test. So this is the red step. So should show item as checked when opening the completed list. So yeah, I'm just gonna glance over this. So I have some like helpers. So set up completed item, and then it's gonna click on the completed items button, and then it's gonna go here and basically get that completed item from the list and just assert that it should be checked. So I mean, this looks good. So it can either run the tests for me with CIC or like through the terminal if I want, but I actually have the suite open here, so I'm just going to run all these tests again. But again, I could totally do this headless, and Cursor would just run it for me and just verify that the test is actually failing. So yeah, you see, I've been working on this app for a while now. I don't know, just a few days. And I've built out all these test cases using TDD. So this is the test that it added, and you see it's failing because it's not checked. So it looks good. So that's good for the red step. So I'm just gonna accept this test, and then I'm gonna say test failed as expected. Proceed. And when I tell it proceed with the cursor rules that I have set up, that basically is going to tell it like, hey, I did the red step, now I'm going to move to the green step, which is basically the minimal changes to make the test pass. Okay, so it's doing this. And let's see, so if I go back here, so this already looks good. So this is that I have hot reloading on my page, but yeah, that's that. So if I rerun this test, you'll see they all pass. So that's perfect. So I'm gonna hit keep all on this. And yeah, normally I would also do a refactor step. This is literally a one-liner. It can't get any more refactored than this. But yeah, that's pretty much how I'm doing things with Cursor. And since I'm doing everything, in a TDD type flow, I'm basically like, I don't make any change before writing a test first. So like every little change that I make in my app is basically falsified. So I'm testing that it doesn't work first, and then before I go about making that little thing in my app work. So basically, it means that every single thing in my application is every single thing in my application is fully tested. You know, I don't even worry about the test coverage because it's just all built from the ground up. You know using failing tests first and making those tests pass. And I'm driving most of the application through Cypress. You see, I have a mono repo here. The backend is written in Go. The front end is with React, and even most of the backend code I've even been able to drive with the Cypress tests. And I have a local database set up. But yeah, I mean, there are some small things where I do have, for a tighter feedback loop, I will have like a few, unit tests like within the backend, within the Go code, but and also on the client code, so I have this end-to-end test suite, which is Cypress. And then there are some areas where, just to have a tighter feedback loop and to enumerate on some like other cases, like I'll have like some smaller unit tests like with Vite test, like directly in the front end. But I'd say like 95% of this app has just been built out using Cypress. So yeah, hope you all enjoy. Yeah, this is the development flow I'm using for pretty much everything I work on now.